Hey, what's going on, Antonio? How you doing?
I'm good, man. Sorry about that. Was just wrapping up another business call.
By the time August rolls around, you were going to have looked back and you're going to be able to say to yourself, wow, I tailored every single piece of clothing in my closet. Because not only are we going to be spending this summer learning how to tailor everything, we're also going to learn the ins and outs of like needles and thread, presser feet, where to find a sewing machine, all that stuff. And I say that because, well, last summer I kind of sort of made a really big mistake. I usually made my content as I went along and I thought I had won. Because at the end of last May, what had happened was YouTube chose me to be one of their creators on the rise. And if you don't know what that is, that just means that they put you on the trending page. But see, that's not really a good thing. The reason why that isn't a good thing is because the trending page usually features just kind of a mix of everything. And I don't know about you, but I'm not necessarily interested in everything. I'm interested in a select few things. And if I see something in front of me that I don't like, that I don't want to watch, probably just gonna keep scrolling. And that is exactly what a lot of people do on the trending page. There was a handful of videos that ended up getting featured on there, and it's funny to kind of go back and look at the analytics because you just see this rock. Everything's kind of going along normally. Your impressions are going like this, and then they just, boom, go straight up. But with that also comes the other side. All right, here's your click-through rate, boom. So for the longest time, it was really kind of hard to gauge what exactly I did right in those videos, what I did wrong in those videos, because the analytics are just all messed up. But overall, it was still like a pretty cool thing to be a part of. It was a cool thing to see. It's a really cool thing to see that YouTube actually identifies different creators on their platform and they say, hey, we kind of like what it is that you're doing. Your audience likes what it is that you're doing. Let's maybe kind of, showcase you and see if this would be a good fit overall for other people. So after that, I just kind of had the ball rolling and things were rolling smoothly into last summer. And then Antonio Centeno sent me an email and said, I like what it is that you're doing too. Let's have a conversation about that. And I'm like, holy crap, are you serious right now? Okay.
Congratulations, man. I love, I saw your channel and I'm like, man, this guy brings enthusiasm, he brings fun to something that, let's just face it, most guys don't get excited about pulling out the sewing machine.
Oh yeah, not at all. Not at all. And thank you, I appreciate that. A lot of times people are watching that you don't think are watching, which is really cool to see. I've watched this guy for, I can't even think of how many years now. And so he's like, hey, let's get on a call. Let's talk about, your future plans for your channel, what it is that you want to do, what it is that you don't want to do. Do you have, kind of a roadmap on what you want to do? And let me give you kind of a couple of tips and pointers and ideas of what I think you should do and what I think might make you more successful. So we had a conversation about it, super cool guy. And a lot of times you lose sight of the fact that at the end of the day, everybody is totally normal. They're just normal people, normal individuals. I lost sight of that in the beginning, or I should say, I used to lose sight of that where I would look at different videos and different creators and I would be like, oh wow, cool, they must have like some cool like technical background, or they must have been in like theater, or they must have some sort of background that was able to kind of segue them into this and make the transition a lot smoother and a lot easier. They do this full time. No, that's not the case at all. It's just totally normal people. And now we're at the point where we talk pretty regularly. We keep in touch all the time. He gives me different ideas and I'm like, all right, sweet, thanks, man.
This is Akeem.
And he wants to say,
I want to say, hello, God bless America, and I'm in the state of Minneapolis. I've been sober for 26 days.
Hey, what took you so long to say that? We should have started with that.
If anything you put your mind to, you can do. Anything is possible if you believe.
True story. True story.
Continuing on through the summer again, I thought that I had made it. I thought that I had won the YouTube lottery. I'm just rolling along. And remember that mistake that I had mentioned before where I just kind of made my content as I went along when I found time. If I didn't find time, well, I wasn't going to make any content. Last summer we moved, so that kind of took precedence over everything else, packing and figuring out all the different logistics around that. So I just totally dropped the ball. And at the beginning of last summer, I made a really big promise. Well, not a really big promise, but I made a promise and I had this outline of all the things and all the videos and all the different tutorials and ideas that I wanted to do. And I had a long list of them and I told you. But then that didn't happen. And I would be really annoyed if I saw that happen, if I was watching someone else's channel and I was like, okay, well, you said you were gonna do this, and this, but I'm browsing through your channel here and I don't see any of that. All I see are like really big gaps of well, you put something there, and then you said you were gonna put that there on this day, but I don't see that anywhere. So here's the plan. There's a new video every single Tuesday from now until I think early September. Most of them are done and filmed and edited and uploaded, and all the SEO and all that stuff is done. It's just all scheduled to go out, boom, 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 boom. And then what I wanna do is I kind of want to circle back and throw another upload, maybe on Thursdays or Fridays. I'm not really too sure yet. I want to have one video go out every single week and then have another video go out on Thursday or Friday. And that second one is kind of key and important because that one has a lot less pressure around it. What I want to do is the main video is going to be on a Tuesday, and it's going to be a how-to video, how to do this, how to do that. And then the following one's going to be more of a kind of relaxed, chit-chat, down-to-earth video that is more just kind of interpersonal. And I think it was Sarah Dietschy who had said, she did like one for you, one for me, or one for you, two for me, or whatever it was, two for you, one for me. I think that's a really kind of good way to go about it. I had a conversation with one of you guys not too long ago on Instagram about, hey man, I like what it is that you're doing. I think it's awesome. It's really cool, but here's the problem with it. It's just a lot of how-to content. And I've run into this situation before too, where like, if I'm looking at a how-to tutorial on Photoshop, okay, yeah, that's great. I'm gonna get all the information that I want out of it, but then I'm gonna go about my way until I wanna know how to do that thing again. Show me behind the scenes. Show me who you are. Like, who are you as a person? What do you like? What do you don't like? What's your favorite episode of Seinfeld? I mean, obviously the soup yeah, I can't say that. Gonna get demonetized. So that's the plan. Let me know what you think about it. SD out. See you.